start from zero and rebuild my online income from scratch, I would not be worried about the newest side hustle of the internet, nor would I be focused on the latest and greatest get rich quick scheme. I would be locked in and focused on building out these 3 digital assets that would continue to make me an income for years to come. Because the biggest mistake I see people make is that they focus on trying to make money before they ever have assets that can actually make the money. Let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Winning Team. I'm Nakisha if you're new, and today we're talking about building our online business. Listen, things have changed out here in this online space, and I'm seeing more and more people get started. More people have to start over, and I thought this would be a great conversation to kind of talk about what I would do if I needed to do just that. The first thing I want to talk about is building out a content platform. This is going to be where you're going to build out community. These are going to be the people that are going to support you and what it is that you do. You need to find people that relate to what you're talking about. So it can be anything. When you're building out this content platform, I would not focus on virality. I wouldn't focus on views and trying to get everybody watching. The goal for me would be to get a specific person to watch, someone that I can connect with, that's going to know, like, and trust me for the information and the value that I am sharing, because you definitely need to be sharing value in order to build out that community you're going to need in order to build a platform that's going to be worth having. Now, when it comes to the choice in platform, you totally got to pick the one that makes sense for you. Okay, maybe you are a snappy person and you have a good sense of humor and you can make quick jokes, then a short form platform may work well for you. But in my humble opinion, I think that long form platforms work really well when it comes to building out community, because people get the chance to sit and sup and enjoy what you're talking about a little bit more in depth and connect with you better than I feel they can on short form platforms. Now, I just think the king of doing this is YouTube. Okay, I like YouTube because, for one, it is a search-based platform. This looks like someone being able to come over here and search up how to start my first fish tank and find a video that you did regarding that subject. And so its ability to find, content that may not necessarily be the most viral is really good. And I enjoy platforms that go and find my community for me rather than me having to be on a hamster wheel to go and find them. I'm just running and I may not be going absolutely nowhere. But also, that content becomes evergreen. This means that it can be good today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So if I make content that's based on something that people are always going to need, that content lasts much longer than it would on a short form platform. So that means that my ability to find community, sales, leads, and things like that is longer than it would be. So YouTube has the great ability to be able to continue to feed you and your business and your community for years to come. So over time, those videos turn into individual assets that actually work for you and your business and can bring customers back, can bring attention back, can bring supporters and viewers back to your channel, because those individual videos are working for you as an assets. Not to mention, they have one of the best monetization programs of all the social media platforms that there are. And so if you want to take advantage of that, that's another thing. All you need is 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time in order to be in that YouTube partner program where they split a proceed of the ad revenue from your videos. And that can be very lucrative as well. Listen, I'm not saying it's the biggest pot of money that you have the ability to make, but it is something, and that is where most people start when they're thinking about YouTube. So YouTube, I think, hands down would be where I would build, just because there's so many pros of that platform. And I know a lot of times people are a bit intimidated by YouTube because it feels like it just takes a little bit more work, but I promise you, with the right strategy and focusing on things that you're actually passionate about and that you could talk about for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, right? you will be able to get to where you want to be. If you are looking to get monetized on YouTube, I actually do have my YouTube partner playbook that you can go ahead and grab down in my description below, where I'll walk you through the process that I use on my newest channel here to get monetized in 40 days. This current channel that you're watching, it took me about 90 days to get monetized, and I have many clients that have gotten monetized 14 days. I had one that did it in about 38. I had one that took her just over 90 days. So the strategy works if you work it. Okay, you just gotta know what the strategy is. But YouTube, hands down, is where I will build my community at, because I just think that it has the biggest potential in order to build out your brand and your community. Now, the next thing that I would build, because you don't own that YouTube channel, now it's great and it's amazing, but you need something that you own for yourself. Now, I personally think there are a few things you could do here, but the one that I would most likely focus on is building out an email list. Now, an email list is going to give you the ability to have contact with your customers when they're not on that public platform that you do not own. This is going to be you having the ability to email them when you have something going on, emailing them the content that you're putting up in case they happen to not get shown it on the platform that they found you on. An email list just gives you ownership of that audience, right? Versus if I'm on YouTube, if I'm on Instagram, if I'm anywhere else, you don't own that, right? You don't own social media. And so it's really important when you are building on public platforms to take those people off of that public platform and try to get them onto a platform that you own yourself. And an email list would be my favorite way in order to do that, because it gives you ability to now start thinking about monetization, right? If you have someone's email and you can email them when you have a new product to introduce, they can more easily access it, and you're able to sell that product a little bit more easier to them. You have the ability to just do much more. Sell digital products, sell your coaching products, tell people about the things that you have going on, stay in contact with them. If you're not publicly posting on the platform they found you on, you can still communicate with them via newsletter each week, each month, however you choose to do that. An email list gives you a little bit more flexibility, right? To be able to actually communicate and keep that relationship and that communication going with the person that decided to buy into you from finding you off that public platform. So building out an email list is something that I think everyone should be doing. If you want to join mine, definitely click on the link below. I have the Quiet Income Business Blueprint that's going to walk you through this entire process that I'm talking about here today in this video and show you exactly how to set that up. So grab that if that's something you're interested in. Now, the last thing that I would focus on is something that is going to allow you to take that attention that you've gotten and turn that into income, okay? Because isn't that why we're all here? Hello. I would focus on a product, creating a product, right? To showcase your knowledge, your skill, your expertise, the reason why they came to find you in the first place. I would focus on building something that I can exchange value for, right? This could be simply a digital product at first that you just create and take the knowledge that you have in your head and put it down on the paper, put it down on a video, put it in an app, however you choose to do it, just put it somewhere, okay? You need to have some sort of products that you sell, because listen, there's so many ways to monetize online, okay? Platforms are paying us. There are just so many things. There's brand deals and sponsorships and so many things that you can do. But nothing is going to be you actually having something of your own that you can sell to your audience, right? You do not have to wait until a brand finds you worthy, okay, of giving you a check for a sponsorship. You can go ahead and create something for yourself and sell it to your audience. It can be a small digital product. I absolutely love ebooks. I think they're easy to create and they're easy to deliver to your customer, and they can get good value out of them for a minimal cost and easy to consume. So I think ebooks work well, especially for beginners. That ebook is not something you want to put the time into doing a simple community could work great, right? And this is simply you bringing together like-minded people to talk about the thing that, you talk about on your channel, or to do a thing. So say for instance, right, you started your first container garden and you build an audience around that container garden. And you say, you know what, I'm going to start a community of people that want to do container gardens, and it's going to be $5 a month, and we're going to jump in here and we're going to grow things together, and we're going to educate each other on what zone we're in and what things grow properly and when you plant stuff, and so many things that you could do with that. Whatever you do, do not get on here and not have something to sell to the people sooner rather than later. I'm not saying as soon as you jump out of the gates, right, to have something to sell. You definitely need to build up that platform with a community of people that is there to hear what you have to say and are interested in your expertise or the focus that you have for that platform. Once you see what it is that that they're liking, that they're asking you for, then you turn that into a product that you can then turn around and exchange for an income. And this is the same strategy I've been talking about for the last couple of videos, because building an online business is not about chasing trends. It is about building out a system that's going to allow you to monetize your gift. And that system is pretty simple. It is getting traffic to a platform, then building that email list from the traffic, creating a product that you can then promote on the email list, and thus creating an income for yourself that your business can be sustainable. Not hard at all. So yeah, if you're interested in starting at the foundation of that and actually building out your platform, and you want to do it here on YouTube, check out this video right here. I'm about to break down how I got my newest YouTube channel monetized in the last 40 days. It was actually really simple to me as well, but you're going to be surprised by this one thing that I talk about. Go ahead and check this out right here.